Are you willing to create a situation where you simply sit there and daydream about the dream, even if you can't immediately remember it?
Sure.
All right. The more you do that, the more you will remember. Also, you can simply ask for assistance from your guides if you haven't already done so, have you?
I've tried that, yeah.
You've tried it.
Well, I think I've done that, and it's worked, but I don't think I do it all the time.
Is it important that you always remember the experience?
Maybe not.
All right. Let's open that door. Do you trust the way your life unfolds?
I do.
Do you trust that you have the information you need when you need it?
I think sometimes in my dreams I feel like...
There was a little hesitation there.
Yeah, because I'm like, maybe if I'd asked the night before and I would have remembered this. It seems like there's something that was great that happened that I kind of missed in the morning.
Do you believe you will know what you need to know when you need to know it? Yes or no? Hesitation means no.
I guess that's a no.
All right. The more you allow yourself to trust the way your life unfolds, to trust that you do have help, and that you will remember what you need to remember, then you will remember what you need to remember. And the things you don't need to remember right now. Understand that memory is actually created in the present. In our society, we have no memory at all. We just know what we need to know when we need to know it. We trust that. And so the things that we need to know come to us the instant we need to know them. Not a second sooner, but not a second later. So if you will relax the need to know, you will find out that you do know what you need to know, when you need to know it. And just that attitude will actually paradoxically allow you to remember more. You understand?
Yes.
Does that help?
That's perfect.
Will you remember this? The answer is, when I need to. Does that help you?
That's awesome, yeah.
Then pleasant dreams to you.
Hello, Bashar.
I know you a good day.
What is synchronicity? My question was about the mind and memory.
Yes.
And I found it's the same. When I need to know something, I know it, and I don't know where it comes from. But
that's all right. You don't always have to.
Yeah, but my memory doesn't work, and sometimes
neither does ours. I just told you.
Yeah, but sometimes it's not very convenient because I forget.
Oh, it's not convenient.
It's unpleasant because I forget names of people that I meet every day.
Yes. You could go up to them and say, you know what, I live so in the moment, I'm such a different person now that I don't actually know that I've met you. Nice to meet you. Play with it, have fun with it. Don't be so worried about it. In many ways, you are restricting yourself with the worry of how that looks. If you just have fun with it, if you imagine other ways of introducing that idea and play with it, the people will play with you. And you'll relax, and you'll know what you need to know. But many of those conventions are not always as necessary as you think. And maybe it's an opportunity for you to redefine yourself, and maybe you're giving other people an opportunity to reintroduce themselves in a new way as new people, too. I know, in some senses, another version of me has already met you, but I haven't. And this is your opportunity to introduce yourself as someone different than you introduced yourself to me before. Would you like to change your name? Now, I know that some people will think that you're probably crazy for doing that, but that's all right, because it's a playful kind of crazy and can actually open up many doorways for a different kind of relationship. But let me ask you this.
Yeah.
There are obviously things you do remember about those people when you meet them, because you say you know you've met them.
Yes.
Are you recognizing the face, the energy, something else?
The energy.
The energy, all right. Then why not simply give them energy names that you already remember?
Mm-hmm.
You can do that, yes?
Okay.
So play with this idea. Use your imagination. Let your higher mind help you in this. And just create labels that work for you for now. Mm-hmm. When you create labels for them, names for them that work for you, pet names, nicknames that work for you, they will actually feel a sense of endearment. Mm-hmm. Maybe not all of them. Of course, I guess it depends on the nickname you have for them. Nevertheless, the idea is the more you play with this and let it be all right to expand the notion of labeling, which is what you're actually working with here, the idea of definitions, the idea of labeling is becoming unlocked within you, and that's all right. So while you are reforming your concept of how to define reality on different levels, one of the consequences may be that certain things will seem a little bit neutral, nebulous, and won't really be readily definable by you, but that's all right. There are other ways you can use your imagination and your consciousness to play with these things in a way that will relax and allow this to integrate within you in such a way as to allow you to know what you really need to know when you really need to know it. And if you don't know a certain thing, then you can assume, I don't need to know that right now, but I can replace it with something that I can create. And that may actually bring about an interaction in the relationship that I actually would really rather prefer instead of the one that would have been there had I simply used their given name.
Okay.
So this is your opportunity to redefine things and redefine your relationships to people in a very creative, inventive, and playful way. Are you willing to do that?
Yes.
Why, thank you.
Thank you.
Does that help you?
Yes.
What is your name?
Diana.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I have different ones.
Oh, such as?
I have my name in 10 ways.
Give us some names.
Of my name.
Yes. Variations of what you would like to call yourself.
Diana.
Yes, Diana. What else?
And Diana. Diana.
Anything more different?
No.
Nothing like Pookie?
Dusha.
Dusha?
Yes.
Oh, all right. Is that an endearment?
Yes.
Oh, all right. You like it?
Yes.
You see how you giggled when you said it?
Yeah.
Well, use more endearments, use more of that kind of labeling, and you'll be giggling your way through all your relationships. And won't that be fun?
Yes.
Well, thank you, Dusha.
And then my second question was, I've been doing your method, how does it go? What do I have to believe is true to feel the way I do?
You are asking the question, what I have to believe is true in order to experience the emotion I'm experiencing, yes?
Yes, and to undig the beliefs that make me feel stuck. So,
all right.
So I find out that I have some deep beliefs.
Yes.
I'm not supposed to be happy.
Oh.
And these beliefs I have, and I cannot seem to divorce myself from them because...
But you just proved that you could when you giggled.
Yes, from time to time.
Oh, from time to time. All right. Well, you can make those times happen more often if you wish.
They are happening more often.
Well,
yeah.
there you go. So what's the problem?
But the problem is that I still have this period where I'm stuck.
No, you have a period where you believe you're stuck. You're not really stuck. You have a period where you're exploring the concept of stuckness, but that's all right. You're not actually stuck. You're exploring the concept of stuckness. So learn to redefine it. When you feel stuck, don't say, I'm stuck. That's a definition. Say, oh, I am free to explore the concept of stuckness. That's a different definition that puts you in a position of power relative to the experience called stuckness. And thus, then, it's not something that in that sense is happening to you. It's something that you're exploring. So what? Learn the mantra, so what?
Yeah.
All right?
Okay.
And redefine it in a way, everyone, redefine your experience in a way that works for you. If it doesn't work for you, listen to the way you're defining it. I'm stuck. That's a definition. You say these things so automatically, you may not realize that you're actually defining it in that moment. I'm stuck. That's a definition. It's not a reality unto itself. It's just a version of reality that you're creating by labeling it, by defining it as being stuck. I'm stuck. It's a definition. If you don't prefer that definition, use your imagination and your relationship with the higher mind to come up with a version that works for you, such as, I'm free to explore stuckness. And what my relationship to that is. And then you're not stuck. You're just exploring that idea.
Okay.
You see?
Yeah.
Does that make a difference?
Yes.
Do you feel the difference?
Yes, big one.
There you go. When you create the definition that's in alignment harmoniously with your true self, you will feel the freedom. You'll feel the difference. That's your barometer for when you have the definition that works for you. Yeah? Dusha, 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 dusha.
And the last question is about following your highest excitement.
Yes.
So, for example, I was thinking about what is my purpose, and
Your purpose is to act on your highest excitement.
Yes, but I would still like to have some main theme.
Somewhat?
Main theme.
Main theme?
Yes.
Well, of course you will have a main theme, but you may have many different expressions within that main theme.
But how much is this highest excitement connected with? Because I follow my highest excitement for a while, and then it seems to me it comes from conditioning.
What comes from conditioning? What comes from conditioning?
Well, the way I'm, like, for example, I would like to heal people.
Then go ahead.
And then it makes me happy for a while.
Yes, then you change.
And then I'm stuck.
You're not stuck. You're not stuck. You understand that different expressions of your excitement will shift so that you can express your excitement in different ways. If you look at it and define it as an obstacle, you will feel stuck. If you look at it as an arrow saying, now go this way, you will simply follow the detour. You'll follow the thread of excitement where it leads. It's just different expressions of the overall idea of expressing your excitement and acting on your excitement. Why do you assume that one expression of excitement must be the only thing that will last your entire life?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Your theme is to explore excitement in any way that you choose to express it, and all together, those things will fall under an overall umbrella of excitement that will be the overall theme that you are exploring in this life. Yes?
Yes.
So?
Okay.
Does that help?
Yes, very much. Thank you.
What's your name?
Dusha.
Yeah. Say it again.
Dusha.
Say it again.
Dusha.
Again.
Dusha.
All right. If you would do more things as Dusha, you'll have more fun. And you'll see things differently. Because Dusha does not see things or label things the same way Diane does. You understand?
Yes.
So be Dusha, and you'll be able to see how to define things. Because remember, you cannot perceive what you're not the vibration of. If you're not in a certain vibrational state that's conducive to certain opportunities, certain insights and inspirations, they will remain invisible to you until you actually match that frequency first. So if Dusha is more the energy, more the frequency, more the state of being that is representative of who you would prefer to be, then be Dusha, and Dusha will be capable of being inspired, capable of understanding, capable of defining things in another manner from Diane, whoever she is.
Thank you.
So, when Diane makes you feel stuck, because that's the way Diane defines things, break free as Dusha. All right?
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And someday soon, we expect to see from you a book called Giggling Your Way to Enlightenment by Dusha.
Hello.
And to you, good day.
How are you?
Perfect, and you?
I'm fine, thank you.
All right.
I'm kind of nervous.
You are what?
Kind of nervous.
Kind of nervous?
Yes.
Not excited?
Excited.
Oh, all right, thank you.
Okay.
You can be nervous if you want to be, but you don't have to be.
Thank you.
All right.
All right. First question. I came from Japan.
Yes.
And then Japan has so much of the tragedy. And
If you wish to call it that, but it is also an opportunity.
Yes, opportunity.
And we have spoken about this at length in many different transmissions already.
Yes. So
Yes.
thinking about what is the future for the Japan. It's gonna be all right, or is it still changing more?
There are many people who will still create the idea of what you call catastrophic tragedy for themselves, but it will also be all right. Because many people will learn from this in a positive way. It has already acted as a symbol to change the minds of the collective consciousness about how you want to do things in the future with regard to the idea of energy, hasn't it?
Well, that means that the Japanese, the collective consciousness make that situation.
Yes, to act as an example of something that will happen if you decide and make certain choices that are not necessarily beneficial for you. So it's an opportunity to see that it may be that there are consequences to certain choices that you don't prefer. So thus then by being given this example, then these individuals have been brave enough to experience these things to act as an example for the world, to allow the world to change its mind about how it would like to do things differently. You understand?
Yes. So it means that they are the example for the world.
Yes.
So if they change, as long as they're not changing the mind or they're not finding the way to change the mind, then situation isn't going to get worse, or even the people.
For those who are not willing to change their minds to something more in alignment and harmonious with their true selves, they will amplify the negative experiences. For those who change their minds to be more aligned with the positive ideas, they will experience something that is more joyful, more constructive, and more positive. It is simple as that. This is simple physics.
How can they change though? The people willing to change right now, some people, but still they want to stay as it is. They know that
not everyone does.
Not everyone.
And I'm not talking about everyone. I am simply talking about those that are what? Willing to change. And that's all that matters. Those that are not willing to change, they're not willing to change. There's nothing you can do about that. But they will exist in their world and the others will exist in another one. Remember that as you change yourself, you actually shift to another earth that already exists, that's more reflective of the vibrational change within you. You never change the world you were in. You move to another world that's more representative of the world you prefer. So everyone that wishes to shift in that way will do so and will ultimately experience an earth that will be more representative of the earth they prefer to experience. Those that don't make that choice will continue to experience the kind of earth that is representative of the choices they are making. It's as simple as that.
Yeah.
So take the actions that are representative of the kind of actions you would like to take in the kind of world that you would like to live in, and those actions will ground the energy of the choices you make that are more harmoniously aligned with that vibratory parallel reality.
Okay.
Make sense?
Makes sense.
Does that help you?
Yeah, but.
Yeah, but.
Not bad. But the individual energy affect the other people's energy too.
No, they don't.
They don't?
It's only by agreement. Remember what we said earlier? You cannot be affected without your agreement. You can be standing right next to someone experiencing very negative ideas, great tragedies. You can be completely unaffected. Completely unaffected.
Yeah.
Depends on your vibration. There are no victims here.
Okay.
Do not think like a victim. You understand?
Yes.
For thinking like a victim only perpetuates victimization energy. Do you understand?
Yes.
You are all powerful spiritual beings making choices as to what you believe is true for yourself. You are offering each other the opportunity to see by example different kinds of choices you could make that may be more in alignment with who you truly are. And you're also being offered examples that are in antithesis to who you truly are. It's up to you to decide what you wish to believe is true, and what you believe is true is what you will experience. And even if you are experiencing others going through certain things, that doesn't mean that you have to relate to those things in a negative way or label them in a negative way. so that you don't take upon your own life the idea of a negative consequence. Use them in a positive way. See how they can be an example of something to help people make changes in positive ways, and use them in that way, and you will get the effect from that choice.
Okay, so ultimately,
Yes.
what I can do is just be myself. That I can do.
Yes, be yourself. Take actions that are representative of the self you prefer to be. Share ideas with others of the self you prefer to be. If they choose to match your frequency, they choose to match your frequency. If they don't, they don't.
Okay.
That's what you can do. Be an example. Live your life, take actions, and have behaviors, and do things that are exciting to you in a positive way. And then others can say, oh, look, she is giving us a choice. She's giving us an example of some other way we could look at this, some other thing we could do, of something we can get out of this that is actually positive. Understand, many people in that experience, especially ones affected by the idea of nuclear radiation. Now, I'm just speaking linearly. All lives that you call past lives are simultaneous, all coexist at the same time. But speaking from a linear perspective now, just for the sake of convenience in this conversation, many of the people that experience the idea of radiation damage from this particular kind of experience are people that died in the bombs in World War II in Japan.
Mm-hmm.
So they are very familiar with the idea of radiation damage, and that's one reason they chose to reincarnate, to be in this experience at this time, to be the ones to see, to show this is what this kind of choice does. Is this what we prefer, or do we prefer something different? Do we prefer now to explore alternate forms of energy that are not in any way, shape, or form harmful? Do we want to be more natural about this? Do we want to make different choices? Many of them will lead the way to making other choices. You understand?
Yes.
So they're being of service by being here at this time to show the effects of the choices that have been made so you can make different choices. But it's up to you to make those different choices.
I understand.
Does that help you?
Yes, very much so.
Thank you.
Thank you.